We're back live from Remington Park with the third training race. Paints and Appaloosas, 2-year-olds going again in this one. This will be the last Paint and Appaloosa race for the day. Here is the one horse as we look at the post parade. Stay in Hip Grip, trained by Luz Shavira. The 2 is Fabulous Livewire, conditioned by D. Keener. Number 3, RF Livy's Buckshot. D. Keener again, the trainer. Mighty White Barracuda is the 4, J. Mancias, the trainer. The 5 is ZT Rocky, trained by Casey Willis. The 5 is ZT Rocky. I'm Riled Up is the 6, Pedro Hernandez Pulido, the trainer. PT Rex rounds out the field, number 7, Matt Whitekiller, the trainer. Many of these 2-year-olds we've Paint and Appaloosas that we've seen here in the first 3 races could very well be nominated and aiming towards one of the biggest Paint and Appaloosa races in the country. Last year, we are talking about the Oklahoma Paint and Appaloosa Futurity, a grade 1 event. And here is last year's running of that race, won by Whiskey and Rain, owned by Dunn Ranch, trained by Monty Arosa. The Oklahoma Paint and Appaloosa Futurity falls on Saturday, March 23rd. That's Oklahoma Futurity Day, the quarter horse race. $175,000 purse. Well, we looped around. Here is last year's winner again, Whiskey and Rain. But that date is filled with big stakes races, many of them graded, and you'll see Paint and Appaloosas and quarter horses, well-bred, that could be, again, the stars of tomorrow. And last year's winner of that race, Whiskey and Rain, is a son of CRM Livewire, who stands at West Wind Farms. West Wind Farms in Purcell, Oklahoma. In addition to CRM Livewire, Painted Turnpike, Smithworks joined the lineup of paint stallions last year.
And Smithworks now has it clear by half length.
Another APHA world champion now makes his home at West Wind Farms in Purcell, Oklahoma. Smithworks, a multiple Grade 1 winner with earnings just under $250,000. He's a son of Painted Turnpike, whose success on the track seamlessly transferred to the breeding shed. Smithworks, a champion as a runner, destined for greatness as a sire, now standing at West Wind Farms.
Jim Byers joins us again. Do you have some horses to look at here in the third?
Yeah, sorry if I stepped on myself there.
So far, it's kind of been the Painted Turnpike and CRM Livewire show through the first two training races here on this first day. Painted Turnpike for trainer D. Keener sired the first race winner Vesper Martini, who went gate to wire from the 4-hole. And then in the second race, gate to wire from the 4-hole OG Nikki 6 by CRM Livewire. This race, I'm curious to see RF Livy's Buckshot from the Keener barn by Painted Turnpike. One thing I'm going to watch for over the course of these training races are youngsters that have already had a published workout, usually in Retama or Louisiana Downs in January, or either here or at the Red Earth Training Center in February, because it just indicates a little bit more advancement in their training regimen, and maybe they're even closer to the races than the rest of these youngsters. RF Livy's Buckshot worked a very fast gate work at 220 yards on the 9th of February in 11.94 seconds. That's really moving. That was 13 best out of 62 that day. 9th of February, RF Livy's Buckshot, 11.94 handily out of the gate here at Remington, going 220. Indicates that this horse has already been, to the gate in the morning, has broken well, showed swiftness. This is a Painted Turnpike colt out of a Desirio mare RF Livy special. So that's post position 3 alongside a stablemate and Fabulous Livewire, whose breeding information I don't have, but I have to think that the stablemate, the 2 horses, a CRM Livewire, although we can't fully say that. This field of 7 arriving at the gate. 250 the distance on all of these. I'm beginning to move into line, stay in hip grip. Loads on the inside. In goes the 5 ZT Rocky from the Casey Willis barn. It's a good chance to see how they're standing in the gate, too. Not just how quickly they load, but how they behave once they're in there. Somebody has to go in first and be in there longer. Fabulous Livewire's in. RF Livy's Buckshot, who had the quick gate work, does a little rear when he gets in, but now he settles down. The 4 Mighty White Barracuda and the Yellow Silks moves in. In goes the 6 If I Was a Cowboy, a Flying Cowboy 1, 2, 3 filly. And PT Rex. So stand by for the break. And they're off. Really good start for RF Livy's Buckshot in lane 3. ZT Rocky in the green. To the outside is Chasing. Fabulous Livewire, the other Keener. But hey, ZT Rocky on the outside. And able to just reel in RF Livy's Buckshot, who had that quick gate work, got out well. But ZT Rocky, Casey Willis, gets up here by a narrow margin. All these races being timed after once they publish all the results, you can see the individual times and if any horses were deemed ineligible and have to come back again. Oh, nice score there for ZT Rocky. Some of these paints, until they show up in the races or for a published work, there isn't a lot on them. So we don't know a whole lot about ZT Rocky. Our program doesn't indicate a breeder or a pedigree line. Mighty White Barracuda, the gray colt, looks like he'll have to come back for another performance, as he broke slowly and then didn't really go on with it. But that's the purpose of these. See who's ready to go and who might need some extra development. Rest of them all traipsed on down there in a pretty straight fashion. Good finish, though, for the 5.
Well, okay. When we come back, we'll have 2-year-old quarter horses featured for throughout for the rest of the card. And we hope you stay with us, and we will see you for the 4th training race here from Remington Park in Oklahoma City. We'll leave you with one more replay of this race, and then see you on the other side. Thanks for joining us.